I want ideas for how we can ensure that every race, or as many races as possible, or at least a 7 out of 10. Mm-hmm. Now, my first proposition is to bring back Nicholas Latifi.
Oh, yes.
Ooh. Even if it's just his own, if it's Latifi GP, Motorsport Enterprises, just on its own, doesn't even have to be any other driver in the team. But today's race was just lacking that one perfectly timed safety car from one Canadian individual slapping in a tyre barrier safely. And that's what needs, that's what we need. Abu Dhabi 2021 would not have happened without Nicholas Latifi.
I was going to say,
but better all for worse.
Lewis Hamilton disagrees.
Well, okay, no, I'm not going into that one.
You just opened a whole can of worms, bro.
Yeah, that would be a long conversation. Quite passionate conversation as well. But it is what it is. Your voice is going.
It is.
Yeah, no, 100%. Get Latifi and get that perfectly timed safety car. That would have messed up so many strategies and made it so much more entertaining for us. You never know. Verstappen might have actually been pushed by Norris to the line.
Yeah.
That would have been sick.
That would have been good.
Unfortunately not.
We needed that. And I think we actually overlooked the importance of Latifi when he was actually in the sport. I think we really did.
The entertainment factor, 100%. Yeah.
I'm to this day, I'm convinced that he was like, allegedly, was paid by the FIA to some degree for entertainment purposes. It has to be the reason. I genuinely think that having a driver who is, at the end of the day, still a very good driver. You have to be to get to Formula One.
Course,
but has that tendency to just do something mental.
I wouldn't put it past Michael Massey to try and orchestrate something like that.
Yes, yeah, no, yeah.
I'm refraining.
Why would you say that?
It wasn't even like necessarily during the races. I feel like Latifi was just great entertainment value.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the fact that he went the wrong way at Japan. And
then blamed on his car.
And you're like, you are one of the top 20 drivers, or seemingly one of the top 20 drivers in the world. You've had all week to learn this track. And you've got no idea where you're going.
Oh, the car just turned right. I don't know what happened.
I didn't have the racing line on. Sorry, guys. So.
The weird thing is, I saw he topped that session as well. Like, it was so random.
He topped a Hungary session.
Oh, it was Hungary, okay.
It was Hungary, it was raining, and he just went out and just blitzed it. We were like, oh my God, this guy.
Goat teeth.
He's arrived. But yeah, that's personally my idea. Is bringing back Latifi. I don't know what the rest of you guys are thinking.
It's so difficult to say what will make the sport great, because to be honest, that I feel like the FIA are trialing so many different things. Mm-hmm. Like, say, for example, the qualifying with the hard, medium, soft. Yeah, it was interesting, sure. I don't know if that's the way and direction we need to be going down, because as I was saying to you earlier, like, that the whole idea of that was to try and make it a bit more entertaining, but also to try and make sure we have rather than 13 sets of tyres, go down to 11 sets of tyres we're taking to every GP to be able to reduce the carbon footprint of the sport.
Yeah. I
don't see why they can't just keep the format exactly how it was, but just reduce the tyre usage to 11 sets for the whole weekend anyway. Mm-hmm. That will still mix up the grid a little bit. That will still make the strategists think a bit harder as to what they're going to do. But as to where I think what we should do to make the sport more entertaining, that's such a massive question. It's give it more time. Maybe it's going to be more entertaining because McLaren and everyone are making more steps towards it. Maybe just, I don't know, give a fine to Red Bull for the sake of it, just be a time fine, stop development, you're staying still, everyone else, come on, I don't know.
But for what it's worth, the future of F1 is definitely bright in terms of you've, as we said, we've got that convergence of teams coming
100%.
together.
You've got the accordion.
The accordion. Using it
good
more
old.
than me. I
just love it. It's brilliant.
You've got that accordion effect, like of all the teams converging together, and that is going to make things more unpredictable. You are going to get teams eventually catch up with Red Bull because of the cost cap and because of the wind tunnel time and stuff. To be honest, I'm just thinking of something more gimmicky. I'm like, just sprinklers, fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, they're trying the gimmicks a little bit, like you say, with the sprint races and the sprint weekends.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they're just throwing that in now. They're like, that's just a little bit like shorter race on a Saturday. Yeah, why not? Just throw that on. See if we can fill more of the weekend with competitive sessions. In terms of like actual on-track stuff, though, I think you've hit the nail on the head. It's tyres at the minute. The tyres at the beginning of the season just seem to last way too long. Like you had people doing one-stop strategies where they were stopping on lap 1 or or two of the Grand Prix and just go into the
Lasting.
end. Like,
Mental.
In Hungary, at least we started to see a little bit of a change around. Like we had Carlos Sainz starting on the softs, did really well at the beginning, then dropped off a little bit. Few people on the mediums, few people on the hards. Like, I feel like at the minute that's the one thing that they have a real control over, because you can't just be like smash the front wing off the Red Bull.
I mean, it can. Okay.
It can, and it has been done in the past.
I'm just saying, like,
over that.
take away Newey's pen and paper. Like, that's it. Take away his drawing board. Take everything. Make
Well,
him
he does
like,
everything by
use sign
sketchbook,
language.
doesn't he? It's not even computer.
Insane.
It's just
Yeah.
crazy. Which
Crazy.
is brilliant. Old school, love it. But mad.
Just remove senior members of staff from the team.
Just let everyone go wild.
Oh, actually, I'll tell you what, you could do like an NFL draft of like senior members of team. So like Williams, like bottom of the constructor standings, they're like, yeah, we'll have Adrian Newey, cheers. And then like Alfa Romeo are like, all right, we'll have Toto Wolff like in the team.
That would be sensational.
That would be pretty sick, yeah.
I need that.
I can't see it ever happening, but that would be
absolutely.
sick.
No. That's not what we're here for. We're not here for realism right now.
Williams
sick,
can't
though.
afford to pay Adrian Newey.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, that is needed actually. Okay, NFL draft. I'm gonna write that down. Sprinklers. I'll write that down.
Yeah.
Latifi. Write that one down.
Go TV, gotta love it.
Mick Schumacher as well. Actually, again along the same lines as Latifi. Because he just breaks cars in half for like limited reasons.
For fun.
So, for fun. It's just it's an enjoyment factor.
Yeah, he costs a lot of money.
Yeah, that is crazy. Isn't it? That's why Mercedes are hiding. It's just like, well, we've got the money. It's fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry.
If you want to bin it occasionally, it's okay.
Yeah.
He did well in the Silverstone test. Like, obviously not well enough
Did he?
because Daniel Ricciardo got a seat off the back of his Silverstone test.
Yeah, but he was already in a Red Bull family though. wasn't he? So, yeah.
Yeah, it would have been interesting if they were like, actually, George, we're going to put Mick in.
Yeah. He just
Sorry,
tested,
George.
Yeah, he just tested really well. His mentality was great.
Yeah.
So, but I would love to. That's what I would love to see personally.
Or maybe maybe that's the thing where like for a certain number of races every season, you have to put your third driver in. Just for a race.
I have always been someone that campaigned for a team principals race.
Yes.
One race in a season, Toto Wolff v Christian Horner.
Yeah, they used to race, didn't they?
A lot of them used to race anyway.
Yeah.
Toto Wolff used to be a Red Bull driver, which I always find a bit like ironic. But yeah, I need. It's like the parents' race at Sports Day, isn't it? Get CEOs
Exactly that. Yeah.
Zach Brown. Oh, make it happen.
Would he fit? Right, see you guys later.
It's over. That'll be that's all for today's last lap. Thank you very much for watching. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, that's personally what I think we need. But I don't know if it's unfortunately the Hungarian Grand Prix was not a classic, so I don't know if there's any other points that we can do. Actually,
Make the cars smaller.
Oh right, okay,
Yeah, I said that at the beginning. Make the cars smaller. Some of these words, Adam. Some of these tracks are so thin that it just doesn't allow for any overtaking. You know, say for example Monaco. It was a lot easier to overtake back in the day. Nowadays, ain't got a chance in hell. The car's as wide as the track is. So make the cars smaller. FIA, please.
RC cars.
No, that's Formula E, you know.
No,
I love it. I'm just saying because they're electric. I'm not knocking it.
No.
Throwing shade at the end of the
No, I like it. I really like it.
I do agree because I remember seeing a comparison between like a car from I think it was like 2017 and a car from like 2002. And genuinely, it's like having an iPhone and an iPad next to each other. And it's like, well, how it's like a truck trying to get around, the hairpin at Monaco. So no, I do agree with that.
Yeah,
I do agree with that.
100%. They're trying to make it easier to follow and stuff, but the rake and stuff won't be as bad. The dirty air won't be as bad if the car's smaller. Obviously, keep the current specs for the cars in terms of how they're designed and the ground effects and all that stuff. Just
Shrink them.
You know?
Yeah, make them lighter.
Bosh, job done.
Sorted.
It'll cost a lot though.
Yeah.
But money doesn't seem to be an issue for F1 in a minute.
Yeah, well, each car will be less to build technically, it's smaller. There's less car to make.
Absolutely. That's how it works.
Less resources.
Don't worry about it. It's less paper for Adrian Newing because it's the smaller things.
Less paint.
Yeah, less
materials. Yeah.
less ink, less whatever. Yeah, it's calm.
Yeah, especially like with weight and everything. Do you think everyone's just gonna go like when Mercedes came out with a black livery this year?
Yeah.
We're gonna have completely black cars.
Yeah.
And have a black version of the red.
Actually, that's another thing I just realised. Aesthetically, we can make Formula One better by just getting more colours onto the grid. I'm fed up of seeing dark blue cars all the time. Everywhere. So I need I
would like the silver McLaren to come back as a silver McLaren, not just a orange and silver McLaren.
They just put chrome where the chrome word was and called it a day, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Bit of that. Bit of Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz, yeah. Terry Cruz was on the TV as well. Get more celebrities involved. I actually want to talk to Martin Brundle as well. That'd be nice.
That's a whole other story.
It is. The fallout from that has been hilarious. But yeah, I think that's where we're going to wrap things up then for today's pod for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Not a classic of a Grand Prix, but it's provided some hope and faith, I think, for future races. With the likes of McLaren getting themselves up there and seeming like they're going to stay.